What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Sports and Random Shit. I am your host, Queen J. Per usual, we'll start off with the major headlines around the world. Major sports headlines, of course. So, Stefon Diggs to the Houston Texans. And man, oh man, are they proud and stroud. Because that is the fastest rebuild I've ever seen in life with any team, period. Like, what? They literally won 3 games the year before last, went to the playoffs last year after they got the second round pick to pick up CJ Stroud. And they look for real. They're the real deal, man. Their chemistry is there. There's no denying that. DeMeco Ryans fits perfectly with that culture. Well, the culture that they now created. And they picked up a bunch of offensive players. They just picked up a lot of players that are difference makers, including now, obviously, Stefon Diggs. I know that they say that Diggs is kind of he's like the cancer in the locker room, but I've seen him vibe with CJ Stroud. I feel like he's going to fit in really well. And at the end of the day, a winning culture pretty much fixes everything. I don't think he's a bad apple. I think that he's just third time's a charm. I think he's going to fit in perfectly with the Texans. I said they would win in 5 years, but now give me 3. They'll win within 3 years. Shoot, would that put them in the LA Super Bowl? Yeah, like I said, I don't know if it's too soon to say this, but give me the Texans and the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. And this is, Dallas, take notes. This is how you freaking go all in. Because Dallas, I think that you're all out. No, you're not even Texas team anymore. The Houston or Texans team. My son literally said, is it fair if I become a Texans fan? Like, going from Dallas to Houston, I was like, you know what, son, it's the same state. And it's not the same conference. So, just kidding. He's still, unfortunately, a Dallas fan, but they haven't done shit. I brought up the Chiefs. Speaking of the Chiefs, the Bills supposedly denied a trade between the Bills and the Chiefs. I believe that. I don't know the actual details of it, but petty. They're like, we're not sending them there. Who the hell is Josh Allen supposed to throw to next year? Like, I don't know whose job is more difficult, his or Justin Herbert, because Justin Herbert also has nobody. And this is officially the downfall of the Bills. Speaking of the Bills, on sad news, Monte Davis was found dead at 35 in his Florida home. He did spend some time with the Bills, the Dolphins. There was another team, the Colts, if I'm not mistaken. So R.I.P. Always had to hear that. Will always be noted. I mean, for retiring at halftime, it was the most bizarre retirement, and I just hope his last days were good. It just always sucks to hear of a young person dying. More Chiefs news. Rashee Rice and that car crash racing. Like, bro, what were you doing fleeing the scene? Like, did you think that you were really gonna get away? Like, no one was gonna catch you? Like, dog, what are we doing? Like, actually, what are you doing? But of course, he turned himself in. He's like, yeah, I'm guilty, cooperating with the police, Dallas police. And I'm like, I mean, son, you kind of got no choice. We kind of know it was you driving that Lambo. Well, they thought it was a Corvette at first. He was driving the Lambo. Really want to see how the Chiefs are going to handle this. It'd been one thing. I mean, it's already bad enough that you're racing. You're just young and dumb. People make mistakes. It's bad enough that you're racing like that. It's reckless driving. But you fleeing the scene, like, come on, dog. Like that's just not right. More NFL news. The Redskins want their name to change back to Redskins. I'm sorry, the Commanders want the name to be changed back to Redskins because it is in fact the actual verbiage. So they're being sued by the Native American Guardians Association because the chief on their head is actually an actual chief, a chief white calf, and they feel like it should be changed back to the Redskins because it's basically respecting him. And I think that it's the most ironic fucking thing because I'm like, weren't we upset about that whole name? Wasn't it racist? Wasn't it, just so wrong for that to be the name, even though it's been the name for such a long time? That's why the Cleveland Indians also changed their name. I feel very differently about this. This is not to insult anybody or to make anybody agree with my statement, but I'm Mexican, and there are cookies, I think cookies or some snack named Juanitas. And I don't find that offensive whatsoever. I think that it's just giving, like, it's a traditional fucking Mexican name. And you're giving respect to it. It's traditional. Cool. I see nothing wrong with that. But people, I feel like, it's just like the woke movement, you know? Like, it's not even an offensive thing, but then people make it an offensive thing. And again, this is not to disrespect anyone. If I'm completely out of line with that, forgive me. It's just what I see. But I mean, the fact that they're being sued by the Native American Association, and it's the Native Americans that we're supposed to be upset about this, but they're not, like, just a little irony there. More Chiefs news. J.K. Dobbins had a meeting with the Chiefs. He is a free agent. If you recall, last year he got hurt before he made it on my fantasy roster because... What would a fantasy season be without all my fucking players going down like dice? Or sorry, like dominoes. Just boom, 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 boom. Domino effect. Did one down, all down. Crazy. But yeah, meeting with the Chiefs. If he's meeting with them, I see that happening. Now with MLB news. The Dodgers swept the Giants. More MLB news. Oakland A's will now be the Sacramento A's at least till 2028 because that is when they will be moving to Las Vegas. So I think they're knocking down the Flamingo Hotel to build a stadium around there, or not? They're knocking something down to build a stadium there. All that Vegas needs now. 2028, if I'm not mistaken, is when they're supposed to announce where the expansion of the two NBA teams will be. And my call is obviously Vegas and Seattle, which means that they would have to move two teams to the east so that it could be even. Which is my predictions. And I mean, I don't see why Vegas wouldn't have an NBA team or Seattle. Anyway, speaking of NBA news, the Lakers only have 5 games left. They are playing here in LA against the Cavs on Saturday, against the Wolves on Sunday, against the Warriors on Tuesday. And they will be at Memphis next Friday and at Pelicans next Sunday. We've been killing it the last home stretch. We're still in the 9th spot. I think we've been there for, I don't even know how many weeks now, maybe months. We're 1 game behind the Kings. So if the Kings can lose one and we can win the rest, that would be great because then we'd be above them. That means that we'd be in the 8th spot and we'll only have to play, if we win the play-in tournament, only play 1 game. Because obviously the winner of the 7th and 8th place, whoever wins obviously makes it to the playoffs. And we already know 9th and 10th would play against each other. As of right now, the Lakers and the Warriors would play. The winner of that would go on to play the loser of the Kings and Pelicans if the playoffs were to start today. Right now in first place, we have the Timberwolves. They're pretty much tied with the Nuggets at the moment. Nuggets are after them. Then it's the Thunder, Clippers, Mavs, Suns, Pelicans, Kings, Lakers, Warriors. And I don't see the Rockets even contending for that spot. They are 38 and 38. Warriors are in 10th place with 42-34. And in the East, as I've already mentioned before, that gap from the 1st and 2nd place is wild. Literally, the Celtics are 60 and 16. The Bucks are 47 and 29. That's terrible. The Bucks, speaking of the Bucks have been ass. Doc Rivers is not a good coach. I think it's time for us to admit that because how did they get worse after Doc Rivers came in? So I think this should be Doc Rivers' last chance to prove himself because clearly he hasn't. In the East, Julius Randle is out for the season. I know he was trying to rehab his shoulder and do whatever he could to come back, but it's not happening. He's gonna get season-ending injury, and that just sucks for the Knicks. Cause as fans, we all want New York teams to do well. Cause obviously it's a big market. New York, Chicago, LA, like those markets need to be good, and it's really unfortunate. Currently, the Knicks are in fifth place. Rajon Rondo has retired. Great career for him. Obviously spent the majority of his career with the Celtics. Won a chip with the Lakers too, though, in 2020. college news. Cactus Jack at USC, he dropped his line, and you best believe I caught me some things. I'm so pissed off because I tried getting the hoodie, and as I was checking out, it fucking sold out. As like the thing kept giving me an error message, and it's like, oh, it's sold out. And I'm like, great. But I did get the crew neck, I got the sweats, and I got the shirt. I've always said that I wanted like I've always been into fashion, so I would definitely want like a sexy sports line for women. But I mean, I would also want to create cool shit for men. So throwing that out there, universe, do your thing. More USC news. The USC women's basketball team went to the Sweet 16. They did beat Baylor, but then they lost against UConn. We were tied at halftime. UConn took over in the third. We caught up in the fourth quarter, but then they took over again, and we were out. So now UConn will face Iowa because Iowa did beat LSU. There were 12 million views for that. Obviously, a big part of that was having Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. And we all know that whole little drama, but there's not really drama. It's just athletes being athletes. But I mean, the viewership was lit. I'm very proud to say that, it's on the up and up. And I believe that is it for sports news, at least for now. Now for a market update, the stock futures were lower yesterday morning. We are waiting for new economic data that might reinforce a view about keeping the current rates a little longer. Those rates will eventually drop. We just don't know exactly when. Things I did this week. One of my favorite segments. So I did attend a private party whose privacy I will remain because nobody likes a big mouth. Easter was a lot of fun. I finally looked forward to it because I was about to have my first drink in 4 weeks. All I ended up having was Cardi B's whip shots, the strawberry ones. I kept looking. I don't know if everybody's just on the champagne or what's going on, but I tried looking for Moet Rosé Nectar, and I swear I went to like 5 different places and I couldn't find it anywhere. I even looked to like DoorDash it, looked for stores around me, and just like nobody had it, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I just ended up having the whip shots. I did, however, unfortunately, drink 2 days later, had 2 shots. But only reason I take them is because no one likes to be a buzzkill. I was out and about. Someone was offering me a drink, and I was like, no, I'm okay. I don't want to drink. Like, I'll pay you $100 to have this drink. Long story short, I tried getting rid of it, but they caught me. So then I was forced to drink it, and I got paid $100 to have a drink. So can't really complain about that. Okay, but back to Easter. I always look forward to having family things with my family, obviously family things. So I usually go over to my mom's house. My brother will be there too. He'll take my niece and my nephew. We hide the Easter eggs for them. Then we hide the Easter eggs for my son and my brother. Yes, I know that they're older, but we make it like really difficult for them because we put money in their Easter eggs. So we make it super difficult for them to find it. And it was super fun. I always look forward to that. We made carne asada. I baked my pumpkin chocolate chip cookies that I always make, my oatmeal raisin cookies, and I tried a new recipe. I made banana nut bread, and it was fire. I'm gonna make it again tomorrow because it's raining, but I'm gonna make it the healthy version because my fat ass has been eating a lot this week, and like we just can't be doing that. Like, hello, we have an image to maintain. Finally started catching up with All American. I got Netflix because my brother kicked me out of the account like an a-hole and started watching All American. I pretty much whenever I'm driving anywhere, just have it on. If I don't want to listen to music, that's what I'm listening to. It's either that, TikTok, some video, podcast, New Heights, Avi, which, by the way, I think Travis and Jason are auditioning for a movie or filming a movie based on what on what Arnold Schwarzenegger said, and why would the Terminator lie to us? Anyway, so I started watching All American. I'm way behind, guys. Like, I'm on season 4, and a new character was unlocked. He's super fine. I went and liked all of his fucking pictures on Instagram like any rational person would, and he liked me back, and now we're in a relationship. Hello. My mom is the sweetest. My mom cleans houses, but somehow she can't clean her own daughter's house all the time. But she did come over this Monday and completely deep clean my house, and I just love her for that because I love I cannot function in mess. Like, my house needs to be freaking clean all the time. For the most part, it's pretty put together. Like, it's just me and my son, so we maintain it, but it just got a special touch of her, and it looks fucking fantastic. I did go to a real estate mixer today, and I was a little, anytime that I don't go somewhere for a long time, I get anxiety, like, going, just because I haven't been going to all of, like, the real estate events, because I was telling you guys that a few weeks ago I was feeling really down, like I almost had like social anxiety, and when I just know that I'm not performing where I need to perform, I get really down on myself, and I just kind of stay away. And so of course I was like, fuck, my broker's gonna see me, like, and he's gonna like be disappointed to see me. And he wasn't disappointed, but he was definitely like, so where have you been? Why have you not been performing? I'm like, I knew you would ask. I have no answer. I've just been handling shit. Granted, I stay busy, but I could do a lot more. And I work a lot out of my office, because when I go somewhere, as you hear me, I like to talk a whole fucking lot. So I go somewhere and I'm like, yada, 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 instead of getting work done. So we work out of my office, my home office that I pay so much money for. See, this is how we look at it. I'm paying for my office space. Anyway, I don't know if this is a fun fact or if it's just something that I'm doing, but I guess I'll throw it in the fun fact. I swear the next person that I hear tell me, oh, we changed our mind about real estate, or just anything that has to do with like business, but thank you for your time. I've told you guys before, I don't mind when somebody reaches out with questions and you're just completely transparent with what you want. But when you tell me you want to do something so bad and I invest so much time into you, and then all you say is, oh yeah, thank you for your time, we no longer want this. It's like the biggest slap in the face. And I'm just like, respectfully, please don't tell me that ever again. Just don't say anything. I appreciate the fact that it's like, okay, at least you didn't ghost me, you told me what was up. But it's like, then when I ask you, so what happened? What went wrong? Because last time we talked, this was not it. And then it's just easier for you to ghost. I think ghosting is literally probably one of the things that irritates me the most in this world. I think I've said this before, but I'm going to reiterate it this because of how much I really hate it. Like, it's just so fucked up. Like, don't waste my effing time, bro. Like I said, I feel like people know their intentions from the beginning unless something really changes. But it's like, thank you for your time? No, that does absolutely fucking nothing for me, because guess what? My time isn't free. And you just took that away from me because you lied to me. So I feel disrespected. And I know I shouldn't take it personal, but I do. And this is why I have other focuses too, because of shit like this happening. But then people who are really like serious and like trust me, and I build that relationship with them, just like, thank you so much for like just respecting me, respecting my time, respecting my opinion, and just trusting me with something that is important to you. Because if it's important to you, you best believe it's important to me too. But I cannot have another person text me, thank you for your time and energy, we wish you the best. I'm like, bye. Anyway, another thing I did this week, actually today, I'm not wearing no face makeup. I am wearing eye makeup because I got Morpheus, which I will post a blog about later. If you see, the beauty filter's on, but I have all these dots in my face because I got Morpheus. So I had done it before when I got lipo, but I never saw a difference. Apparently it just wasn't done right. I don't know, but I'm trying it again because I'm doing anything and paying anything I have to preserve my beauty, because hello, we're aging like Benjamin Button here. Preserve my beauty at all cost, and we're trying to look 23, not 30 something like I am. Anyway, it's my first session. There's a total of 3 sessions. I also paid for Tixel and this thing under the eyes. It's going to take care of my bags, but I can't do that until I finish the Morpheus. So I'm going to keep y'all updated with how it goes. I'm also getting my nails did this Sunday. Anne is currently in, look at this. She's currently in Seattle, so I can't get my nails done until she's back, which is Sunday. And I'm getting my lash filled tomorrow because we're looking a little rough. But yeah, those are things that I did this week. Okay, more fun facts. The older I get, guys, the sleepier I get. I used to be able to function on like 2 seconds of sleep. That's not the case anymore. I fucking stay tired throughout the day. And this little bullshit cough that I've had for fucking 25 years now, it feels like it just won't go away, and it just makes me so tired. Like, I literally feel drained all the time. Like, I think this is my sleep pattern. Again, it's such a freestyle. It's just all over the place. And again, the older I get, the sleepier I get. Another fun fact, I want a Cybertruck. I think that I deserve to be in a car where I look expensive, because I am expensive, honey. I do want a Mercedes G-Wagon specifically. I always said I wanted a Lamborghini McLaren. I would want like a bright Lamborghini McLaren. Or maybe white and then with black rims and a red interior. Or pink interior. I think that's the one. But anyway, I just want to be like Cardi B and have all these cars and not even drive them because I don't go to Atlanta. So I don't have a lot of money. But anyway, yeah, I want a Cybertruck because they remind me of like those big bougie sunglasses, and I want those big bougie sunglasses next to my cars that I can post a picture. And like, honestly, like I suck at driving. Not that I suck, I'm just like so fucking careless that I'm like falling asleep. So like it driving itself would be great. If I hit something, it bounces off the center divider on the freeway, which I've done before. At least it won't get a scratch, whatever. Like I even think I need a Cybertruck in my life. I think I would forget to charge it though. But anyway, dating life, it's still non-existent. I'll let you guys know that ever changes. Probably not at this point. I was just talking to somebody today about billionaires and how Jeff Bezos is probably going to be the first trillionaire. And honestly, his girlfriend, journalist girlfriend, like totally came up. Like, she won. She literally won. I mean, so did his ex-wife, low-key. She's like, yeah, I did a few years with you. I was with you from the start. I actually would have slapped in the face. I was with you from the start. And then, like, oh, man, you just went and did your thing. But whatever. I hope she's happy. And that was just, like, literally a random thought that I thought about today. Like, yeah, she came up. And also, with as busy as I am right now, I was just thinking, like, sometimes I say, yeah, having a partner would be nice. But honestly, that's so exhausting, too. Like, it's so great coming home and, like, having no one to fucking, like, be there to bug you. Like, I just come home and all I worry about is me. Obviously my son, but, like, me. Like, if I really want to cuddle that bad, I have my son. I have my fucking bear, my blankets, my pillows. When I sleep over at my friend's house, her dog comes and fucking lays next to me or my feet. Doesn't try to lick me, which is great. Oh, I guess that's another fun fact. I hate when dogs try to lick me. I hate dog smell. I hate dog slobber. I hate dog hair. But her dog I love because he just knows how to treat me right. And, like, he just doesn't lick me and doesn't smell and just, like, goes on my feet and just, like, the sweetest dog ever. But anyway, I just feel like relationships sound really exhausting. Because I've never had a non-exhausting relationship. And finally, music drop. J. Cole surprised us with an album, which is actually in the background right now. It's called Might Delete Now. So y'all better, Might Delete Later. So y'all better listen to it now before it's too late to listen to it. But per usual, I haven't listened to the whole thing, but it sounds pretty fire because J. Cole is J. Cole and usually drops fire shit. So that was it for this week's Sports and Random Shit. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And I'll see y'all next week.